What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 42 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. I am one of your hosts, Nikki Powell, and joining me today, like always, Amanda Kane.
Hi, guys.
Woo. Just the two of us again. No, Joey.
Just the two of us.
Just the two. No, we're not even.
I know. We immediately both started snapping and singing.
Great minds think alike. So we're just gonna jump right in to what seems to be our normal
Routine.
flow of the show. What we've been doing recently. Amanda, what have you been doing recently?
So we recorded 2 weeks ago, right? Has it been 2 weeks?
Yes,
already?
we're actually on schedule. Exactly 2 weeks ago we recorded.
This is crazy. We don't stick to schedules.
No, we don't. And I actually got the podcast up. I think I got it up on Monday night.
Nice.
But yeah, I said I was going to do it on the weekend, and it didn't happen because I had the wedding that I was in.
Yeah.
The wedding happened, and then I was uber hungover on Saturday during the wedding, which was fantastic. And then Sunday I spent the whole day sleeping and doing nothing, so I was just not having recording and stuff. I think I downloaded it on Sunday, and then I edited it on Monday and posted it. But whatever. So we're kind of on track. We're getting there.
My screen just lagged, so you said edited it, but it
edited
it. Really, it took that much editing.
So speaking of something like that, okay, I'm just not even going to let you get into your stuff. So Danny came to visit us this last weekend. Your roommate, Danny. He was great. He drove all the way from where you live to all the way where I live, which is 2.5 hours away. And then I made him drive another hour and a half to the coast. So we're on the coast, right? And we're driving over, and he's asking stuff about what G does for work, and I'm telling him a little bit of the stuff, and I go, oh yeah, G takes this road all the time, and it leads to this place called Guadalajara. And he's like, what? And I'm like, no, seriously, it's called Guadalajara. He's like, no, you're fucking with me. So we finally got to a sign, and it literally spells out Guadalajara. That's not how you say it. It's just Guala, but it looks like something really funny.
Well, how do you
I just say it's Guala. So it's literally Gualala, but whenever we say it, it just comes out Gualala. Yeah.
Gualala.
Yeah.
We're so weird.
He was like, oh my god, it actually is spelled Gualala. I'm like, yeah, it is. Anyway.
That's funny.
Funny story over.
Aw.
Continue.
What have I been doing? Okay, so it's been 2 weeks. I've been working, which I always do. So that's not even news to anyone. So I probably should just skip that for all intensive purposes. From now on, I'm skipping work. That sounds like a good idea, actually.
I want to skip work. Let's do it.
What have I been doing? Oh, I went to LA. I went to LA last weekend for 4 days. And I got to go to Disneyland. I went to Disneyland for the first time. Yes, I know.
I know.
At you. Give me that.
I know.
Again, please.
I'm not even looking at you right now. I can't even. I just can't.
She's not looking at me.
Nope. So angry.
Well, I'm gonna go again with you.
Yeah, you are.
We're gonna take a bunch of pictures, a bunch of selfies with the Disney princesses.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my plan. And we got there and we were walking around and we went on a bunch of rides. And then our friend Edwin, I think it was Edwin, who was like, all right, let's go on Splash Mountain, because he's never been on Splash Mountain.
Blasphemous.
And I think, anyway. I could be wrong. But either way, so we get in line in Splash Mountain, and it's the longest wait time. And it's warm. The day, it's nice. So obviously it's got the longest wait time. We get into Splash Mountain, and Sean looks at me and goes, do you want me to sit in the front? And me, being a trooper that I am, was like, no, I got this. I'm in the front. So don't I sit in the front? Aren't I wearing a white tee? And miserably wet, screaming hardcore wet.
Yeah, that's Splash Mountain. Had you gone with me, I might have warned you against it.
Well, they
didn't go with me.
But I had to be badass, Little Miss Badass. And then I walked around in wet jeans for the rest of the day.
Yeah, so the trick with
But it was
Splash
a lot of fun.
Mountain is you don't go on it unless it's summer and you're wearing shorts, and the shorts can dry very quickly because you go to like on it at like the hottest portion of the day. So then they dry quick.
Yeah, it was super warm, and then by the time we got off of Splash Mountain, it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and in wet jeans. But this was my plan the whole time because I got a Stitch jersey, and it's super cute. It's got Stitch on the front. It's like a baseball jersey, and it's got established in 2002 on the back of it, like as its numbers. It's cute. So ultimately, getting wet on Splash Mountain was fantastic because I got a shirt out of it.
Awesome.
that was the plan. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. I definitely want to go again. It's crazy expensive to go to Disney, like insanely expensive.
Oh yeah, no, it's a little ridiculous. Buying the season pass if you're going for anything longer than like 4 days or something is the way to go. Even if you're going anything longer than 3 days, I think, because it's like $500 for a season pass. That I think it's only got like 2 blocked out weeks of the year or something, and then.
Are you talking about the annual pass thing?
Yeah.
You know that's like $1,000 now.
No. They have a different one. They've got like 3 different tiers. You can get one, and it's good for every single weekday, but it's not good on the weekends. You can get, and that one's like $300 or something, I think. I might be really wrong on the prices, but I looked this up a few weeks back with one of my friends because she goes constantly, and they got the second one, and the second one is good for every single day of the year except like the middle of December to the middle of January. So for like Christmas vacation kind of stuff, it's good for every day except for that. And then the last one is good every day, but that one's like $1,000.
Okay. It's still crazy expensive, but
no, it's still really expensive. But like a park hopper for 2 days is like $250. So if you're going for anything more than 3 days, which is like $325 or something, then it's cheaper, or you almost break even to get an annual pass.
It's I think if I lived there, I would definitely have an annual pass because it's fun. I really like going. But I was saying we have to go. We're going again anyway, you and I. But we have to take selfies with all the princesses because it's selfie time, and then I'm like realizing that I'm like soaking wet from Splash Mountain and my hair's a mess, and it's like, okay, I can't selfie with princesses. I don't look like a princess right now. So
Did I ever show you my selfie with a stormtrooper?
I don't think so.
Okay, well,
I have a selfie with a stormtrooper too.
You do? From where?
E3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they were not right when they started, but they started bringing the stormtroopers in to Disneyland a few years ago, and they were walking with Darth Vader through Tomorrowland or whatever it is, and they had like the security guards or whatever with them, and everyone was coming up and taking pictures, and I ran up and I was like, selfie, and the guy, like, you could tell inside he was like, smile, like in the picture because he tilted his head and everything. It was great.
Aw.
It was really fun.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. I was very proud of myself.
We went hiking. We checked out because that's what we like to do. And art galleries. Weirdos. No, you gotta check out all the comic books.
No, that's why you have to come here because I have to take you hiking in the redwoods. It'll be nice.
We went hiking at Griffith Park, and it was very hot, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot hotter than I expected. Sean was like, "You're gonna hike in jeans?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so hot." On the way up. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We got to hang out with our friends. And if you guys used to listen to Lipstick Nerds when we first started, Samantha Sofka and Edwin, we got to hang out with him as well, which is awesome. And we ate a lot of food, a lot of food. So I'm like now on like a watered diet. Not really. No one panic.
Isn't that just like a running theme during holidays? Like I have a list of stuff that I have to eat when I go to Disneyland. Like a list. I have to have.
What's on your list?
It's an amazing list. So you have to get coffee every morning from the coffee cart, not from the Starbucks. The coffee cart coffee is the best coffee that I've ever had. I mean, like unless you're gonna get espresso or something like that, then you have to go to Starbucks because they only have coffee. But you get the hazelnut coffee, and you put like a bunch of creamers and sugars in it. And it's so good. So Disneyland coffee. I have to get a corn dog, a turkey leg. Over by Indiana Jones, they have like a stand and it's got some fresh fruit and stuff like that. And they have pickles, like all wrapped up. So I have to have a pickle while I'm waiting in line for Indiana Jones. Like it has to happen at that time. And then when I'm done with Indiana Jones, I have to get a pineapple because they're really good, like pineapple spheres. You have to get Dole Whip.
Like chocolate covered pineapple? Chocolate covered ones?
Chocolate covered what?
Pineapple spheres?
They probably do in the thing, but no, it's just pineapple. It's just like regular fruit.
I had one.
What, chocolate covered?
Yeah, it was delicious.
So good.
Everyone thought it was a banana, and then they're just like, "Oh, that looks good," and then I was like, "It's pineapple," and they're like, "Eh."
No, hella good.
So good.
So speaking of chocolate covered, you have to get the chocolate covered marshmallow, which they call it a Tigger Tail, and it's only available in Pooh's Corner over by Splash Mountain, and it's like 3 marshmallows covered in I think they dye no, it's white chocolate. They roll it in orange sprinkles and then put chocolate, like
for the stripes.
Yeah, stripes on it. So cute, so disgustingly sweet, but really good.
Yeah, I don't like white chocolate, so I would never eat that. I think white chocolate is too sweet.
I love white chocolate, especially on their caramel apples. They have the caramel and chocolate covered apples, and I like the Jack Skellington one because it's the white chocolate.
It's really good. See, all the cool characters are white.
I know, right? Because I like the milk chocolate better. Chocolate. But yeah, the Mickey Mouse one's cute because it for his ears, it has little marshmallows that they've stuck onto the apple, and then they dip it, so it looks like his ears are on it. It's adorable. And then you have to have the clam chowder from either New Orleans or over in California Adventure. They have it on the pier because they make their own clam chowder, which is the best clam chowder I've ever had in my life, and they make their own bread bowls like right there. They have like a sourdough factory. Cool. Yeah, because San Francisco and California, and of course. You have to get a margarita while you're there too on the pier because they're delicious.
It's funny thinking Francisco. Just I'm sure everyone knows by now, but I live in the Bay Area, and we were at Disney, and we were like, okay, let's grab lunch. So we go into one of the places to get food, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get a cheeseburger, and it was good, by the way. But anyway, it was like $15 for a cheeseburger and a soda, and like, oh, that's park prices for you. I was excited because for $15 I got French fries. In San Francisco, you don't get French fries.
You have to pay extra for that shit.
Yeah, I was like, I get French fries for $15. Oh yeah, I was like, Oliver.
Yeah. I don't know. Nothing. So I was in a wedding the weekend after we recorded. I mentioned it earlier.
You look lovely in lavender.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I looked decent, I guess. I got really drunk the night before, like really drunk, and we did what the thing that all girls do. So half of us in the bridal party like didn't like each other, and we got drunk. And one of the girls, I was like, "Well, she doesn't like me," and she was like, "But no, you don't like me. That's why I don't like you." And I'm like, "No, you don't like me." And she's like, "No, I like you." And I'm like, "Well, I like you too." And we just like argued over the fact that we both liked each other but hated each other for some reason. And then we cried and we made up, and now we're like really good friends. So that was fun. And
I was gonna say, spoiler alert, they still hate each other.
No. But then I threw up that morning, whenever. Okay. It was like 4 a.m. And like I got so drunk, and I went to go throw up, and the door had a mirror on it. And I thought at 4 o'clock in my drunken haze, I thought that the door was open, and spoiler alert, it was not, because I face planted into the mirror. That was delightful. What else?
I wish I was there.
I know. I wish somebody would have seen it just because it was so funny. Like I was bunking with one of the other girls, and she slept right through it, and I was just like, why does it have to be 4 a.m. and everyone is wasted? Because that would have been really great for somebody to see that.
Yeah, especially considering you make fun of me all the time when I'm drunk. So.
For getting drunk, yeah. I get this drunk once a year. Okay? Once a year.
Yeah, I rarely get that drunk. I've never walked into a mirror, thank you.
I've never walked into a mirror either, okay? So that's once
until the other day.
Yeah,
but I'm older than you, and I've never walked into a mirror.
You will. One of these days you will, and I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm just gonna shove you into a mirror and be like, ha ha.
Just so that everyone knows, whoever's listening, we both just gave each other the finger because we're
screenshot. What else have I been doing? I haven't really played it. Oh, okay. Persona talk, people. Persona talk.
Did you get through that? All right.
So, the other day I'm playing Persona and I've gotten to the Heaven dungeon. If you haven't gotten there and you're afraid of spoilers, leave now. Okay, bye. So I got to Heaven and I got to the boss and I'm saving Nanako and I'm trying to beat the boss and I just can't. So I went online and I was like, what level is a good level to be? And they're like, oh, like mid-60s. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm mid-60s to high 60s, like almost 70 with every single one of my people. And then I went to you guys and I asked you and Alex and Danny because you're my Persona base and I had to. And you guys said that I fucked up. That I needed to use kanji and I needed a different like persona. So I needed to grind more with different people because I had frick, who did I have?
You said to me Yosuke, Chie, and somebody else. Teddy? No. Yosuke, Chie, and Naoto. You were using Naoto.
Yeah, because somebody said that Naoto was good, so I started using him and then leveled him all the way up to like 67, and he didn't do shit. He like goes to hit the boss, and it takes like 22 points.
Naoto's a girl.
Sorry. She got the short hair, and she's really androgynous. Okay. So I fucked up. So I left the dungeon. I'm only on the second day. Like, it's open for another, like, 10 days. You know? Because I saw how far it was open. Yeah, I'm good. I've got plenty of time. It's just annoying. I don't want to have to be, like, good. You know? I want to be done.
She wants to be the very best that no one ever was, guys.
So I switched out my characters. So now I've got Kanji, Chie, and Yusuke, and myself. And what?
You're not listening to me.
What?
Don't use Chie. Use Yukiko. Yukiko, Teddy, and Yosuke.
No, because Chie hits really hard.
Chie what?
Chie hits really hard.
Yeah, but you don't want to hit. You have to use your elementals.
Yeah, and I've got elementals with her. Whatever. And I've got like a million like life support things, okay? Like items.
Yeah, but you're wasting your turn using items.
Whatever. So this is where I am. I don't want to have to go back.
This is why we don't give her advice, guys.
I took an hour, okay? It took an hour to get not the Jack Frost, not King Frost, but Black Frost. I spent a freaking hour going and grinding to get enough points or enough freaking money to buy the cards that I needed to buy him or to like fuse him together with the 5 Persona fuse. So I fused him together and he's only level like 37. So I've spent the last like 2 hours of my life freaking going through every other dungeon, grinding with this level 32 Persona, trying to upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and get him to like a high enough level that I can go in there with them and kill the boss.
Trust me, use Yukiko, Teddy, and if you want to use Chie instead of Yosuke.
I'm gonna murder you.
You need people. Okay, so this is what I was telling you.
Yukiko's at, because if they're at hella low levels, then I'm gonna be pissed. Don't do that.
This is what I was telling you, though. All you have to do, changes the atmosphere. Use every character to hit him with an elemental attack that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when he changes the atmosphere, only one of the elements is good. So I waste a whole turn trying to figure out which element is a good one.
Yes, you do. But if you hit him with Yukiko, you know that you have to use a fire persona. So then you change out to a fire persona until he changes the atmosphere again. And then when you realize that so then you're using Yukiko and you to hit him with fire personas and Teddy to heal you guys. And then when he uses like, I don't know, does Teddy have the Zio persona?
I don't know. I haven't used Teddy in a while because he's a pain in my ass. Why haven't you been giving me suggestions this whole time? Because now I'm stuck with a shitty ass crew.
Okay, Just bring it and I'll play it for you.
Oh my, no. I am doing that. The other day, I spent 82 hours. 82 hours on this game, Amanda. I have never spent that much time on a game in my entire life, and I am over it. Like, Persona is about to not be bae no more. Like,
you said, so it cut out, and it said the other day I spent 82 hours. I was like, there are not 82 hours in a day.
No, the other day I checked. She was like, you've spent 82 hours on this? You complained when you were 20 hours in on Final Fantasy. And I was like, yeah, I did. So, you know that I like this game, but it's really fucking annoying and I just want to be done with it. Like, I'm over it.
Nikki's other commitment.
Persona's like my life right now, and it's
actually it's more of a commitment to me.
Damn it. So I've been just dying playing that. So, and then to recover from playing that, I've been watching reruns of the Gilmore Girls, which I really wanted to talk about, but apparently Amanda doesn't watch the Gilmore Girls, so she ruined that. Darn.
I'll have to maybe watch it eventually.
There's like 7 seasons. You'll never catch up in time.
God, I will never.
Which, I mean, I'll just rewatch it again. G is so pissed. He's like, you've literally seen all of this like 6 times. I'm like, no, this is my 3rd watch through. Okay, so fuck you.
It's just that everything happens over and over and over again because it's the same drama in every episode.
No, it's not. It's so good. And I just got to the episodes where Logan's there, and he's just so dreamy. Yeah. What? Don't look at me like that. Talk to me about repetition in a TV show when all Persona is the same thing again and again and again.
You grind hard and you grind fast. There you go.
Oh, good Lord. Amanda's life lessons.
That sounds really weird. Okay, moving on. So, new topic. How about we tackle some of those questions?
Let's jump into those questions. Oh, first, in case you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I started a partial new job. It's like a side job. I still have my old job. I'm still a nurse, but like on the side. I'm now a stylist for this company called Stella and Dot, and they make fabulous jewelry like this necklace that I'm wearing. So if you're interested in that, tweet me. That's all I'll say on the subject, because I know we listen to a bunch of boys. Oh, if you want to buy like presents for your girlfriends, come to me. I'll help you out. Cute jewelry, not expensive, like decent prices. Your girlfriend will be like, this is really nice. Where'd you get it?
And you'll be like, oh, I know. I got a gal.
I got a connection. Let me give you her.
But don't say I got a gal. That seems like a bad idea. You might be single in like an hour.
I got a guy for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Every guy, you have to have a guy for everything. You know, I got a jewelry guy. Whatever. All right, first question.
I'm thinking of the commercial for Allstate. The khaki commercial. First question.
At Able_88, Nidu. Hi, Nidu.
Hi, Nidu.
He says, what are your thoughts on Batman versus Superman? Have you seen it? How do you feel about the future of DC Comics in cinema?
If I had a box, I would open it for you right now, because you're opening Pandora's box. So I'm going to let Nikki go first. Nikki, how do you feel? Yes. Because I'm going to go for at least 5 minutes.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. So I watched it. Opening night, the Thursday or whatever that it came out. I really liked it. I liked that it was a different look on Batman, that he spoilers from now on. From now on out. You haven't seen it. Spoilers. Okay, you're gone? Okay, bye. Okay. I mean, like, he killed people, and I was like, that's pretty badass. I wish Batman killed people anyway, because he's a little bitch when he doesn't kill people. So the fact that he was killing people was really cool. I loved Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was fantastic. Ben Affleck is dreamy, and it was a great choice. I liked how buff he was. I liked how, like, gruff and ruthless he was. Henry Cavill, of course, is still adorable, like usual. But I still think that Superman's a little bitch. Because it's like all he does is like, oh, cry. Oh, Lois, here's some flowers. Love me. Oh. That's like all he does. I thought it was really stupid that they all of a sudden were BFFs because their moms have the same name.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought that was really fucking dumb. I feel like the plot lacked, but I was thoroughly entertained throughout most of it. I feel like they had good potential for an amazing movie, and I think that we were just let down in a few areas. But overall, I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. 2 thumbs up. I mean, for what it was good. So,
What do you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably a unpopular opinion, but I'm going to say an 8 because I was very entertained, and I really don't look at me like that. Don't. You'll have your chance to rip it up. I was very entertained the entire time, and I really like Ben Affleck as Batman. Like, another probably popular and unpopular opinion, he's my favorite Batman. Sorry. I don't enjoy Michael Keaton as Batman. I don't think he looks and is young enough and just looks as dreamy as Bruce Wayne should be. I don't like George Clooney or Val Kilmer, even though they had a look like the jawline, which was really nice, but the movie sucked. And I fucking hated Christian Bale, and everybody who knows me knows that. So I think he was the best Batman so far, and I think it was a very fun and entertaining movie, yet it lacked in certain areas, but I can look past it. So, Amanda, go ahead. Your turn to rip it up. I'll just sit back.
Okay, so I really liked Ben Affleck. I think it was really good. I think he was really good. I think he has which is awesome because I was a little leery when it first came out, and I remember talking about this with you, of like seeing him as Batman, and I wasn't like a huge fan of him as an actor. But I mean, Argo changed my opinion on that. Gone Girl really changed my opinion on that.
Oh my god, that was such a good movie.
Such a good movie. But so I thought he did an amazing job. I wish he had gotten his own movie before we saw Batman versus Superman.
Yes.
My biggest movie where there was no emotional connection at all for me to any of the characters. I think out of all of the characters, Alfred was my favorite character. Just because
he was pretty funny.
Freaking funny. Yeah, Jeremy Irons is funny. But like I said, I wish Ben had gotten his own movie as Batman first before Batman versus Superman. And then I think that would have established a little bit more of an emotional connection to me, because even though we know the origin story of Batman and people know Batman, like they know about Batman and everything. This was a different guy, and he was portraying Batman differently than the last guy, than Christian Bale. And it was a different actor, a different director, so there was like a different take. And this was also supposed to be Batman as an older gentleman, like a little bit more well-developed, a little bit gruffer, a little bit rougher around the edges, all that stuff. And there was just I didn't feel like emotionally attached to him at all. Shits about Superman. I don't give 2 shits about the guy that plays Superman.
No. Henry Cavill is amazing, and if you haven't seen Tudors, go see it because you see his cute butt.
Fine. I just don't like Superman, so unfortunately, because I don't like Superman, it reflects on Henry.
Unfortunately.
I think that he barely said 3 sentences together without somebody else interrupting him. So he never got I never really got a good picture of Superman. And I'm going to be honest, I never saw Man of Steel because, like I said, I don't have any interest in Superman at all. I could probably go back and watch Man of Steel, but
don't waste your time.
The only time I ever liked Superman was in Hush, and if you guys haven't read Hush yet, he's controlled by Poison Ivy for a lot of
that's the whole reason that you like him.
A lot of the show, or not a lot of the show, a lot of the comic. I thought Lex Luthor was terrible.
I feel like if he wasn't Lex Luthor, he could have been a pretty interesting different villain, slightly.
So, here's the thing. No, he was not the actual Lex Luthor. Jesse Eisenberg was portraying Lex Luthor's son, Lex Luthor Jr., Alexander Jr. And they didn't make, aside from like a couple interviews, they made no connection between that and the fact that it was his son.
I kind of saw that when I think there was at one point he mentioned something.
One thing.
My dad's company, it was named after Lex, my dad.
Yeah, and I
And then
think
I was like,
something
wait a
to do with
minute.
the
Is this,
pacing
like,
too.
yeah, I was like, his dad's name was Lionel. I've seen enough Smallville to know that. Like,
But it was like, I I thought, I feel like, so Lex Luthor, to me anyway, is like an evil genius. Um, he is very calculating, very strategic.
mhm.
He's very, for the most part, like collective and calm, and that's what makes him a really good villain. Is you wouldn't look at him and think, oh god, that guy is gonna kill me. Um,
Michael Rosenbaum. He was the greatest
yeah,
Lex Luthor. The greatest. He
yeah.
was perfect. And yeah.
But this, like, okay, the whole red capes are coming thing was crazy. Like, I feel like in a way, he was trying to sort of portray like a Joker kind of esque feeling. Is in terms of like clinically insane up in the membrane here.
Mhm.
Um, so I didn't I didn't particularly like him at all. Um, I thought Doomsday looked like a troll out of Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, excuse me, out of Lord of the Rings. So go back and watch Lord of the Rings. Congratulations, CGI, you've kept the troll running from Lord of the Rings. He looks just like it, which is terrible. Wonder Woman, I wish they either shown in any of the previews. So we went the whole movie not knowing that it was Wonder Woman, and then she came in the suit.
So that was one of my biggest issues, is the fact that they spoiled every single one of those characters.
Exactly.
Not just Wonder Woman. They spoiled
everything.
the Flash. They spoiled Aquaman. They didn't spoil Cyborg, because we don't even really know who he is yet.
But what was there to spoil? Like, they literally showed us 30 seconds of her watching YouTube videos. I know it's not YouTube, guys, but just clips of them.
So
like, ooh, I almost punched my microphone.
They could have just let that thing that Batman saw in his head, or whatever it was when he saw the Flash, you know?
Right.
We could have just let that be Flash. And whoever knows and whoever gets it, gets it. You didn't get it? I'm sorry. You'll get it later on when the Justice League movie comes out. They could have introduced Aquaman. Oh, okay. So when Lois had the spear and they Batman threw it down in the water.
Aquaman was going to show up.
I know. I was like, he's going to bring her the spear and be like, here you go, use this. And then
I was like, he's got to have a better cameo than that for all.
Or he's gonna save her.
Posted.
Yeah, instead of having all this footage, that's how they could have introduced him. And she could have been like, "What the fuck just saved me out of the water?" And she could have been like, "Oh, thank you, Clark, for saving me." And he would have been like, "That wasn't me." And she'd have been like, "What the fuck?" And we all, "Oh my god, that must have been Aquaman. That was hella cool." Like, you don't show him stabbing a camera. Like, they just had so much potential, and they just let it go. But I looked past that, and I only looked at the good parts, and I liked the good parts.
The plot went down, though.
Okay.
So this is how I wish it went down. I don't need any, oh my god, are we BFF? Because our mom's name is Martha.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need any of that shit. Here's what I wish happened. I hope. Please remake it. I hope this happens. Batman is pissed off and feels that Superman shouldn't have all this power and he shouldn't be allowed on Earth. So yeah, like a thought that he's already come across, especially considering they destroyed Wayne Tower. Mm-hmm. Or not Wayne Tower, Wayne Enterprise. Yeah. And then the Superman is mad because Batman's like a crazy vigilante and he's allowed to do whatever he wants. Okay, great. That puts them into battle against each other. Guys, if you're not watching this, I'm doing crazy as him. That puts them in a battle with each other. If you're going to keep Lex Luthor, fine. I wish he was better, but whatever. Introduce him at the party. The party scene was fine. Bruce Wayne was sneaking in. You find out that Wonder Woman takes the little clip thing and, gets all the files and all that stuff. Fine, whatever. You introduce Lex Luthor. Leave the man alone. He doesn't need any extra anything.
He could have been importing
the movie at all.
Importing the kryptonite that Batman ended up getting, but he doesn't need to. Like, he doesn't need to be a huge part of the plot point. Batman could just be like, "Oh my god, this is what he's importing. I'm gonna take it."
He's constantly pinning them against each other for the dumbest reasons, like just to take them down. And then after that, have him introduce Doomsday at the end, which makes them stop fighting. like they already have a reason to fight each other. They already don't particularly like each other.
Yeah.
They don't need, oh my god, my mom's name is Martha too, and then they can just
It's like throw them in the sandbox. You like red? I like red too. Let's be best friends. Like, no.
Oh my god,
that's not how that works.
Friend. Yeah, no. Bullcrap. So that didn't need it to be done. Drop Doomsday on their battle, thinking Doomsday is going to destroy everything, and then they team up. And if Wonder Woman needs to show up as Wonder Woman at that point, because you guys feel the need to have her show up as Wonder Woman at that point, let her show up at that point.
Oh my god, that would have been fantastic.
That's how it should have been written.
Can we just like write a movie?
We should just make this movie.
Because I loved Ben Affleck, and I loved Gal Gadot, and I think I'm gonna love whatever the guy's name that plays Aquaman. Like, and I love Henry Cavill. I just think that he was given bad direction and bad lines.
The guy that played who?
The guy that plays Aquaman. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, and Ezra Miller will probably be a really good Flash. I know he's no Grant Gustin.
No one's Grant Gustin. He's so cute. Yeah, that would be my ultimate cast, would be Grant Gustin, and yeah. Who would you pick for Cyborg?
But you read about all the stuff that they cut out of the movie, right?
No, I didn't look into any of it. I've been trying to avoid any and all spoilers of anything, even afterward stuff, so I didn't. But go ahead.
I think the actual movie was like 3 hours long or over, something like that.
And why did
cut out? They cut out. So there's an exchange with Barbara Gordon that they completely cut out of it. So they've already like sort of established their Batgirl and their Barbara Gordon, and they completely cut that out of the movie, which totally sucks. I'm hoping that that's in like the Blu-ray version or something like that, because just in case anyone is curious and wondering, obviously Batgirl is my favorite. So. Moving on.
I was super bummed when I was watching the trailers because I saw the Suicide Squad trailer.
See, I'm not necessarily looking forward to that, but I'm not expecting anything out of that. I think the big thing with Batman versus Superman is everyone was expecting something crazy. So it had like a whole bunch of hype, and then it was just like, eh. I personally give it like a 5, 6 out of 10. So somewhere in that range.
Wait, what for
Batman versus Superman? Yeah. Uh-huh. If you can, I want to go see it again because I went and saw it opening night and I was super tired. So, but if you can separate it and just view it as like a movie and not necessarily a comic book movie, so to like don't boost your hype about it, and if you before you go see it, if you just go see it, maybe you'll appreciate it a little bit more.
So that's what I did, is I avoided everything that I could possibly avoid, and I looked at it not as a story that I know. Like, I went into it knowing that it wasn't going to be that great of a story. It was just, that was it. Especially after hearing everyone's reviews. Like, I was like, oh, this is not going to be the greatest, so just take it for what it is. And that's what I did, is I watched it, and for what it was, as a movie, if I was separating myself and not a huge Batman fan, then yeah, 8 out of 10. If I dive deeper into it, like a 6. So, yeah. That's how I feel about Batman versus Superman.
Yeah. So overall, we give it a 5.
We'll say a 6. We'll just say a 6. You said 5, 6. I said I'm
not agreeing to 6.
Yeah, no 6. Official Lipstick Nerd score 6 out of 10. Done.
Oh my God. I love how you squeeze that in there. Benito has the second part to the question.
Did he?
Yeah. How do you feel about the future of DC Comics and cinema?
I hope they learn from their mistakes. And I hope they listen to the people that pointed out the flaws, and they take that into consideration for the next movies, because they've got a while before Justice League comes out. Like, they have plenty of time to rethink things. And it kind of ticks me out, is Is Suicide Squad DC? Like, are they calling that DC? Like, I know Suicide Squad's DC. Okay, I get it, but don't like whatever. Like, is that one of the movies in the DC franchise that's coming out, kind of a thing?
Yeah, it's just it's not done by Zachary Snyder. It's done by somebody else
Okay, because I heard they were doing reshoots to make it funnier,
to make it funnier. Yeah,
and I really don't appreciate that because one of the things that I really enjoyed about Batman vs Superman was that it wasn't funny. It had funny parts. Alfred was a great comic relief, but it wasn't like haha funny.
But you can't make Harley not funny.
Well, yeah, but that's different. There's a Harley Joker funny, and then there's a slapstick Super Troopers funny. Like, they better not make it like...
I'm assuming they're not making it slapstick Super Troopers funny.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
yeah,
it's not meant to be a comedy. It's meant to be dark comedy. A dramedy. Whatever. So, I don't know. I have hopes that they'll turn it around and come out with some good stories. But, I mean, their casting is pretty decent, so...
I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. I think there's... Let's see, how do I feel? I think there's hope. Mostly because they're going to get different directors.
Oh, thank God. Hopefully,
I was like, I'm director and actor into one word.
Director?
Directors. They're gonna get different. That sounds like a dinosaur. They're gonna get different directors for different movies. So I'm like not boosting the hype for Suicide Squad. I'm hoping like I'm pleasantly surprised the way Suicide Squad plays out. But aside from the fact that I am currently wearing a DC shirt, I'm voting Marvel all the way in cinemas. So,
unfortunately,
I'm supporting Marvel all the way.
I'm not supporting Marvel all the way. I mean,
we're not going into this now.
We'll do that later. Next year, Slipstick Nerds. Okay. Next question comes from Shawnee Poo at Shaunosaurus Rex on Twitter. It says, with the first quarter of the year done, what stands out to you in games, music, TV, and movies?
Music, I don't really know because
I know, right?
So I really like, I think it came out this year. Sia's new album, fantastic. So that's...
Yeah, I don't listen to albums. Like, I don't buy a whole album and listen to it. I just buy song by song, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So music is easy. We'll jump over that one. TV. I'm still all about that Flash.
I love that Flash. That's just what it's about. Like,
I'm not sure anything has started this year that I'm like...
Yeah. I mean, it's a really hard question, not preparing for it and like coming up with our stuff that we're excited. Maybe we'll have to do an episode like that, like stuff that's coming up that we are excited about. Because I know there's stuff that's coming that I'm excited about. Like music-wise, it's not music that's coming out, but there's a country festival. Yeah, whatever, country. I love country. That's going on in a town near me that I'm really excited for, and it's got a few bands that I really like. So shut up. Stop looking at me like that, Amanda.
Who's drinking?
I like Sia. Well, you know what? I like country, so
it's fine.
Suck it.
Like what you like. Yeah, I mean, I think that this could be like a full episode.
Episode. Maybe we'll do that next time or something, and we'll maybe get a guest. I don't know.
Because I honestly can't even think of like what movies have I seen this year aside from Batman. I've seen Deadpool.
Fuller House came out. That was good-ish for what it was. 8 out of 10. Just kidding.
8 out of 10. You just rated Fuller House 8. I'm leaving.
Oh, so movies. Okay, so G and I watched something the other night. We've been seeing it on, like we Googled, like, what's a good horror movie or whatever on Netflix, and usually we've seen most of them, but we really like, not weird horrors, but, like, not mainstream, you know? So I saw this movie called The Babadook all over.
You just watched Babadook.
Yeah, okay, so you've seen it? No one told me this movie was pretty decent.
I've seen Babadook, and I am terrified of scary movies, okay? I've seen
loved
Babadook.
it. Okay, because we looked it up on Netflix and it had like a 1.5 stars, and I'm like, every single website that we're looking at says that this is the movie to watch. Netflix is so wrong. I rated it a 5 because I really wanted it to have like a higher rating. It was good. And not only was it like a thriller, it was like a psychological thing, and it was so awesome.
It was awesome because it was a psychological thriller. That's the best kind of movie. But in terms of like horror movies. But look, can we put this in perspective? The girl that cannot play Gone Home because she is afraid of Gone Home saw Babadook.
What? You're afraid of Gone Home?
The atmosphere freaks me out. I hate thunderstorms.
There's not even a thunderstorm in it.
It's thunderstorming when you walk in the house. Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. Oh my God. Hold on. Dumb moment. I swear I'm not a blonde. You said Gone Home. I automatically thought Gone Girl because we were talking Gone Girl earlier.
Oh,
I'm like, how can you not watch that movie?
Okay.
Gone Home. You're still...
I still haven't played that. Maybe I'll do that on Friday because that's my next day off.
You should live stream it with me one of these days. Because then I'll play it with you.
Yeah, but we'd have to buy it on the PS3.
I have it.
I just said PS3. What era am I in?
I have it on the PS4. I have it. G bought it because he never played it on PC. I bought it and played it on PC. But you'll have
So Lipstick Nerds streams Gone Home. That's going to be what happens next time we're together.
Yes. Love it. You'll be fine. You'll live. No, so we watched The Babadook, and it was really good. So if you're out there, go watch it. Don't believe the score it has on Netflix. Just let it go. Just watch it. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
It makes you feel really uneasy at the end.
She was reading that book, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
Yep.
I really, really want to buy that book. Keep it in the house just to scare G.
That's terrible. That's horrible.
I'm okay with that.
Games. I am about to play. I haven't played yet, just so everyone knows. I am streaming Quantum Break tonight at 8:00. I haven't played it yet. I'm very excited. So you're all gonna get to see fresh, new, exciting game footage with AKA Amanda Kane, and also we are featuring special guest, also Robots, will be in the live stream as well. His real name is Sean Allen. Yes, okay. Also Robots, Sean Allen. But anyway, I'm super excited for Quantum Break, which is probably the newest since like 2013. But whatever.
I don't even know what it's about, so I'm glad that you like it. Will like it or are gonna play it or whatever. Okay. Next question. Kind of a question. Comes from Joey Noel, who was our guest last week. Hi, Joey. We love you. She says, I want more details on why Amanda hates Monopoly. So, Amanda, do you want to give us a little backstory on this? Something about Twitter?
Okay. So the other day, last night on Twitter, last night the conversation Sean and I were having was about Monopoly. I don't even remember what stemmed this conversation.
Well, you weren't playing it? I thought you were playing it.
No.
And you were like, fuck this game.
We were talking about it. I'm always like, fuck this game. I don't play it. That's fucking shit.
We're going to live stream
He's going to fill me in. Hang on, what? Oh, I said life was better than Monopoly. Whatever. Not life as in the life we're living, but the game.
The game life.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game of life. That's a good game.
It is a good game. So anyway, he was like, you're not playing Monopoly right. Now I'm combining them. Monopoly right if you're not screaming at each other by the end. And I was like, no one likes Monopoly anymore. So I put it on Twitter. Does anyone even like Monopoly? And hashtag Team Kane. And then everybody was giving me their responses between Facebook and Twitter whether or not people liked Monopoly. So I don't know who's winning anymore. For a while, Sean was winning. He likes Monopoly. You people out there need to play some real games, and I'm not talking about Life.
Ooh.
I'm talking about go to a board game store and buy some actually good games and play those games. Even if they're the silly games. There's the game called Rampage where you're little dinosaurs and you walk around and you destroy the city. It's a great game. You do some crazy shit with your pawns. It's wonderful. So needless to say, I hate Monopoly, mostly because I hate accounting and I hate math. But I'm really good at finances. I'm really good with my money. I don't know why you need to know that, but I hate Monopoly because it's like real life and I don't like it.
I just fucking hate it because it's boring. I honestly think it's boring. Either that or I've just never played with fun people.
Everybody, Nikki is hashtag Team Kane.
Hashtag Team Kane. Woo!
What did you say? Sean is currently giving commentary.
Tell Sean he's not allowed to talk. He's not on the podcast.
You're not allowed to talk. You're not on the podcast. That's what Nikki said.
You're not on the
podcast. So, yeah, Nikki is hashtag Team Kane. And you should all be too.
The lipstick
I will
nerds.
teach you.
The lipstick nerds are hashtag F Monopoly.
Yeah. Come to my house.
Wait, me or like the listeners?
You'll never look at Monopoly the same again. No, the listeners. No, you'll never look at Monopoly the same again.
So if you're a listener, Amanda's inviting you to her house to play Monopoly because she hates it. We should live stream a game of Monopoly because that would be so fantastic. with Sean and G because they'd be so excited because G loves math and like Sean for some reason likes terrible games. So then it'd be fantastic.
I'm gonna tell him you said that after this.
I figured.
Mostly because I think it's hilarious.
Okay, last question. Comes from @Simon Larrett on Twitter. It says, what did you think of the Supergirl Flash crossover? Amanda, I'm going to assume you watched it because I didn't watch it because I haven't started Supergirl and I don't really have any interest to. So.
I actually haven't watched it.
Oh, damn.
I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes of Supergirl. I really like it. The problem is that we have one TV in our house that has TV occasionally when they feel like providing us with the service we pay for. Not naming any names, DirecTV. But
damn, never get that sponsor.
Hey, maybe they will sponsor us.
Not after that.
Because they'll get and I'll be like, yeah, DirecTV is awesome. I don't know why we don't have service when we pay for it, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So it's out there for everyone who's not here. I'm pointing out to my living room, and it occasionally gets service, occasionally not. So I kind of stopped watching Supergirl. From the screenshots and like the promotional shots that they've done, I think it looks super cool. The idea of the Flash Supergirl crossover, I think, is awesome. Flash better win this race. That's all I'm saying. I haven't seen it. If someone wants to tell me if Flash wins, you can let me know. Probably in a DM so you don't ruin it for anybody else. But I want to know if Flash wins this race. So Simon, let me know if Flash wins the race. But yeah, that's all I got. Sorry.
Works for me. Okay.
We did miss a question though.
Did we?
Yeah, but I don't really understand it.
Which one is it?
It's from Rockowitz.
You mean the guy that made our
Yes,
fantastic opener music?
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. at Rockowitz. God damn it, I can't even say it.
Well, it threw me off.
It
says Tom Rockowitz, and I was like, wait, what? But he says, why was the Eldritch Beast known as a destroyer of the worlds and a behemoth of horror, aka Nancy Grace in BVS? Also, who thought that was a good idea? Why include
spaceship?
Yeah, the spaceship. Oh, from the backyard.
Yeah.
Nancy Grace had a cameo in that movie.
Okay, according to Sean, Nancy Grace had a cameo in Batman versus Superman. I must have been sleeping at that part, which was probably accurate because I did fall asleep a couple times.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying attention.
After the Congress bombing, she was just like, well, why can't Superman be allowed to run around like this? And that was it.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was spot on.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah, okay, that's who Nancy Grace. No wonder that was pretty damn spot on. Everybody, we just had Nancy Grace on the show. Golf.
You're now Nancy Grace.
The show's official Nancy Grace. We'll have to have him like create an opener for the show.
Murder trial.
He's going at it still.
Oh Lord.
No,
He might get
he
copyrighted
loves,
for that.
he loves to make voices. His favorite is
He
Kermit.
loves to make voices.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I love to make voices.
He loves to make voices. He's really good at voices, is what I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
man.
Shut up. You're not on the podcast. Be quiet. Anyway, cut that part
Editing
out.
out.
So I have no opinion on that because I could have potentially been sleeping when that happened.
I hope they didn't give her money for that.
I'm sure they did.
Great. I don't know. I don't really know who Nancy Grace is. I just know that she yells with a southern accent. So.
But I appreciate the fact that Dr. Rakiowicz says, why include real life pundits in dumb comic book movies?
Yeah, thank you. You should have plenty of freaking fake ass characters to stick in a movie. Why you gotta bring somebody in from the outside that like is real? Yeah. I mean, I have an opinion on that. Okay.
I'm nodding in approval.
I think that's
all right. We've been
it for
going at
tonight.
this for an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. Things are
I don't want to
upcoming.
hear us talk about Batman versus Superman.
No. But real quick, I want to talk about upcoming things. So I got asked to guest on a podcast, and as soon as I record that podcast, I'll let you guys know what it was, so that whoever wants to listen to it can listen to it. Just in case it doesn't happen, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm going to be on this podcast, and then never be there. So that's coming up for me. I know that I plan on being at Kind of Funny Live too. I'm going to be coming down to the Bay Area on Wednesday night. I'll be there Wednesday through Monday. So that'll be fun. So if you're going to Kind of Funny Live too, follow me on Twitter or join the Facebook page.
I'll be there too. And if anybody wants to play board games that night, we'll play board games. Not at my house though. We'll find somewhere else to play board games in the Bay Area.
Thursday night, there's a game night at the Foundry.
The Foundry is great. Been there.
We're thinking about doing something there. There's a whole bunch of community events going on. So if you're part of the community, you have to follow somebody on Twitter. One of us, me, Joey Noel, Amanda, like you got to follow somebody, and then you'll hear where we're going and what we're doing, because I think we're going to keep it really low key on Wednesday, but Thursday we probably are going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just not even going to say what it is because it hasn't been set in stone. But Thursday, Friday, there's a lot of stuff being planned. Saturday, there's some things being planned. Sunday, there's some things. And then Monday, there's some things. So all of those days, you can hang out with us in the city in San Francisco. So just follow us on Twitter. We're going to do like an impromptu, non-official Lipstick Nerds kind of meetup thing that weekend. So
yep.
Yeah, if you're around, see us. So Amanda, anything upcoming for you or things you're working on or whatever?
So tonight, I've already said this once before, but tonight on Lipstick Nerds Twitch, we will be streaming Quantum Break. Sorry, I have an itch on my leg. Okay. We're going to be streaming Quantum Break on Lipstick Nerds
Twitch. It'll be archived. If you miss it, you can go back and watch it.
Yes, it will be archived. And we are going to feature Sean Allen, aka Also Robots, will be on it as well. And we're actually going to start tonight and see how long we can get. I don't know if anyone has looked into Quantum Break at all, but there's a lot of, without doing too much spoilers, but there's a lot of movies that happen. So we're going to start playing that, and we're going to actually continue playing that until the game is finished.
Like tonight?
We're not stopping.
But we are stopping tonight. But we'll pick it up later.
I don't remember saying that.
At another date. He is saying that we're stopping, and we'll pick it up later at another date. That way everyone can watch from the beginning to the end, and we'll keep you posted about that.
Cool.
Other than that, I will potentially be doing some writing soon. So I've got some freelance stuff in the works, and I'll let you guys know where you can look for that. Until then, follow me at aka Amanda Kane. And I don't know why I just pointed into space. It's somewhere down there.
Right there. Right there. Well, yours is over there. I don't know, because mine's right here. All right, awesome. AKA Amanda Kane. You can find us at Lipstick Nerds on Twitter. I thought about that for a second. You can also find us at Lipstick Nerds on Twitch. Subscribe to us on YouTube because we really appreciate it. We have 80 followers and we'd like to hit 100 just because, you know,
Side note,
solid triple digits. What?
if you want to subscribe to us on YouTube, it's look up Lipstick Nerds MLG. Otherwise, you won't find us because I think we're Lipstick Nerds MLG because of our Gmail.
Yeah, probably.
So look up that because if you guys subscribe to us and we get 100 subscribers, so we're really close, we're 20 away, we actually get to make our own URL, which would be really nice so that in our Twitter posts, we don't have to post to you youtube.com/ blah, 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 characters.
Yeah, it can just be youtube.com/lipstick nerds. So do us a favor and subscribe. Yeah. Speaking of Gmail and MLG, you can email us whatever you'd like at lipsticknerdsmlg@gmail.com.
We like fan art. If you want to email us fan art, that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I like fan art. You can. What else can they do? Oh, hey, go leave us a review on iTunes. Help a girl out, man. Give us a little review, little 1 star, 2 star, 5 star, something like that. Just in case they don't like us. And you can find me at HarleyQuinn103 on Twitter, Instagram, PSN, Snapchat, anything and everything. That is my name. This has been episode 42 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, sounds good. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.